these tidbits of your process and how they're all kind of part of a whole. It's a learning process to how to like communicate that, because we think about like we understand it how we understand it.
Yeah.
But like saying it to everyone else is a whole different thing.
You know what it makes me think about? How many times I've thought about sharing my retreat building process and was never able to share it because I was living it in real time.
Okay.
So it took me being like, oh, I want to share this in a way to then, like, as I'm doing it, also zoom out so that next time I can then share the process later. But like I think we have this assumption that we're going to finish everything the moment the idea comes in. Like the moment it comes in, it's like, do it. It's like, no. Things need to unfold. You need to do things for that idea to then come true. Like there's things that come in that are not meant to be done in that moment, but meant to be done at some point.
Sure, that's true.
So not expecting you to be fully prepared for the idea, but just the fact that you're having it sets you up for it to actually come true.
It's a seed, and it's like you're looking for a tree, and it's a seed.
Yes. Typewriting. Nice. Oh.
Yeah, that's a better one.
Pierce reached out to me virtually months ago, or last summer, just to do a typewriting at one of the events that we were hosting in the park. And since then I was like, cool, let's do it. And then he was the only person, I had like this deep desire from like within me to like type on a typewriter. And I was asking, I was telling Mike that, and he's like, but wasn't that guy that was in the park on a typewriter? And I'm like,
by the plant.
I'm like, yeah, you're right, he did. He's like, why don't you reach out to him? And I'm like, okay, cool. And I did, and he put a typewriter in here as a residency of a typewriter. We're just gathering today to do something creative. The creative part of what we're doing today, I took initiative into creating the structure of what we're doing. I am in retreat planning, so we just hosted our third retreat upstate New York, and I'm thinking about the next retreat, and I'm like, what are we gonna do next? And this is my creative process when I'm trying to be creative about what I'm trying to build in my life. So it's the first thing I'm sharing with the community about how I build a retreat. So it's a framework, but you have your own words that you are inspired by. You have your own vision of what you're creating in your life. So it's gonna apply to what you're doing, but I'm sharing you kind of like the practice of creation for me. You know, this is a journey of just like being free, where there's so many times where we're on our phone and we're like, is this right? Is this wrong? Spell check, outside stimulus, but this is like you and the potential of your creation. So no pressure, let's just have fun. And then thank you, Pierce, for saying yes.
Yeah, thank you, it's cool. I know other people interested in typewriters is exciting.
Yeah, cool. There's a cursive typewriter.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I didn't want to put it out as an option because people like, you know, like
They're confused.
all want to get it.
Everybody wants
Bring
it.
it out at the end so everyone can use it. It's really pretty.
You'd be able to do that. You'd like wake up your whole
the whole neighborhood. Yeah.
What is this writing again?
They made machines called Super Silent. I don't think either of these are, but the Smith Corona Super Silent, they put a bunch of like felt in it, but it's still like, you know, it vibrates so much sound, just quieter. Yeah.
Getting yourself warmed up, getting out of the kinks, like it doesn't need to be perfect, but noticing where the perfectionism comes in, where you're like, it has to be perfect. So now that you've looked at something, you're like trying to copy the thing, now it's gonna be like more free flowing. So I'm gonna play a song. One of my favorite artists, of course, is John Mayer. Okay, just no coincidence. I love John Mayer. I'm obsessed. But in the best way. When I think of the retreat that I'm creating next, I think of my muse. My muse is John Mayer, the artistry of somebody that is a guitarist that is like so passionate about what they do. Pierce is passionate about typewriters. I love that. Like, so when someone's like a nerd for their thing, I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it. I love it. So to me, as John Mayer is a songwriter, as a musician, as an artist, it inspires me to create. And when I think about, you know, as he has many albums that he's put out, so thinking about, you know, where he was in the moments of his creation of these albums. So the album that I'm going to play, he was in Montana, and he had moved from New York City to Montana, and I hope to create an experience that like channels the essence of Montana. Like, why would he leave Montana, New York, to go to Montana, and why Montana? And like, him being there, his music changed. The sound changed. It's like, how does like your sound change from like being in a location? Like, I just got so curious, and I'm like so geeked out right now. So our practice today, I'm gonna play a song, and just that's like the background of it. But it really doesn't have to have anything to do with John Mayer. It's more so when you hear the song, like what comes up, like what are you thinking about? Does it make you feel a certain type of way? Does it make you remember something? So the practice would be, as you listen, acknowledging and accepting that what you feel is right and true. Put it down. Don't think twice about it. Just, who cares about the sound of the music, whatever, just like type. If there's a vision that comes up, put it down. It could be in alignment with what you wrote down. You never know. Like, just be free as the music is. Space to breathe, the entrance of the forest, an invitation to enter has called, created by the beauty and the lush sense. This expression invites my breath to be deeper, to walk slower. I'm here. I smile towards this vibrations, call me forward to the water, to the shore. I notice the truth's call. A homecoming to play, to be, to explore. I am guided. I am. I trust this process. I trust in this process. The process is the path forward. Each step speaks to the next, not reaching for the end, but arriving on the path. This is the path, the arrival. How prepared must I be? Everybody that showed up loved it, obsessed with it, very powerful prompting. Playing a song and then expressing how that song makes you feel, how that truly allowed people to drop into their creativity and their felt sense of their experience. All of us communicated this essence of freedom. I played the song The Age of Worry by John Mayer from Born and Raised album. It was the first time they ever heard that song. I'm sure they'll never forget it. My initial intention behind it is like, well, how, with my work and when I know what he's doing, like, how would my work be relevant at all to what he's doing or creating, and what would even catch his attention? It felt really good to develop this experience and take a moment to dive deep.
I had a typewriter in my house when I was making this record, and I would just walk past it and type stuff without looking. And one time I typed, "Close your eyes and clone yourself." build your heart an army to defend your innocence while you do everything wrong. And I took it in the studio, and it became this.